Dear students, welcome to my channel Dr. V.R. Padili, Professor of Business Management and Economics. In this video, I want to explain about what is macroeconomics and what are the issues covered in macroeconomics. The subject of economics is divided into two parts, namely microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics deals with individual consumers, individual firms, individual industries and individual markets. Whereas macroeconomics deals with aggregates. Aggregates means it deals with the national income, it deals with the employment in the economy, and it deals with the price level in the economy. Like that, it deals with the aggregates. The subject of macroeconomics covers different aspects. This is also known as scope of macroeconomics. Under scope of macroeconomics, we deal with the determination of employment in the economy. We also deal with national income, and we also deal with inflation. And next concept that we deal with is business cycles. And the other concept that we also deal with under macroeconomics is economic growth, and we also deal with balance of payments and different economic policies. If you take employment, so unemployment is a phenomena in which the people who want to do the job, the people who want to work, will not find any jobs. So that phenomena is called unemployment. In macroeconomics, we deal with how employment will be created in an economy. So according to classical economists means old economists, there will not be any unemployment in the economy. But according to modern economist Keynes, it is the effective demand which determines the employment in the economy. So under macroeconomics, we deal with what is unemployment and how employment will be created in the economy. The next concept that we deal with in macroeconomics is national income. National income is the total value of all final goods and services produced in a country in a particular year is known as national income. We use different concepts under the head of national income. There is a concept called gross domestic product, GDP, and there is a concept called gross national product, and we also deal with per capita income. All these concepts are called concepts of national income. And the next topic that we cover in macroeconomics is inflation. Dear students, inflation is a phenomena in which there are continuous rises in prices. So it is a phenomena in which prices are continuously increasing. So we can see now the prices of oils, diesel, petrol are increasing day by day. It is a phenomenon of inflation. So inflation will be caused due to different factors according to the popular economist. So it is a phenomena in which too much money changes too few goods. And under macroeconomics, we deal with what is inflation and what are the causes for inflation and how to control the inflation in economy. The fourth concept that we deal with in macroeconomics is business cycle. So business cycle consists of four phases, four important phases. One is boom, and next one is recession. The next phase is depression, and the fourth phase is recovery. So boom is a phenomenon in which we find high level of employment and high level of production in the economy, high level of national income in the economy. On the other hand, depression is a phenomenon in which we find low level of employment opportunities and low level of national income in the economy. Under macroeconomics, we learn about different phases of business cycles. And the fifth concept that we come across under macroeconomics is economic growth. Economic growth is a phenomena in which there is a continuous rise in national income or per capita income of the economy. So given the natural resources of the economy, so the increase in physical capital and increase in human capital will increase the growth in the economy. So economic growth can be achieved by increasing the human capital and physical capital. That can be done by savings and investment. So in the economy, the levels of consumption, the levels of investment and the levels of saving will determine the economic growth. The next concept we deal with in macroeconomics is balance of payments. Balance of payment means the difference between exports and imports in the economy. Exports refers to the money that a country receives, the receipts that a country gets by selling its goods and services to the people in other countries. Similarly, imports refers to the money that it pays for procuring goods and services from other countries. If exports are more than imports, then it is called BOP surplus situation. If exports are less than imports, that is called BOP deficit situation. Both situations are not good for the economy. So under macroeconomics, we learn about balance of payments and about exports and imports and how to maintain growth in the economy by balancing exports and imports in the economy. And the next concept that we come across under macroeconomics is exchange rate. Exchange rate is the rate at which one currency is exchanged for another currency. So foreign exchange determination will be dealt under macroeconomics. Apart from these concepts, for a recap, apart from unemployment, national income, inflation, business cycles, economic growth, balance of payment problem, exchange rate determination, under macroeconomics, we also deal with important policies of the government. More important policies are fiscal policy and monetary policy. Fiscal policy deals with public revenue and public expenditure. So public revenue, how public revenue will come? Public revenue will come in the form of taxes. How public expenditure will be done? In the form of government expenditure. So that's why fiscal policy is a policy which deals with public revenue and public expenditure. In other words, it deals with taxes of the government and expenditure of the government. So fiscal policy is an instrument in the hands of the government to create economic growth of the nation. And also we also deal with monetary policy. monetary policy will be used by the government for controlling money supply in the economy. In other words, monetary policy will be useful for controlling inflation in the economy. I will be dealing with about fiscal policy in a separate video, and I also will deal with monetary policy in a separate video. So dear students, by now you might have got some clarity about what is macroeconomics and what are the issues that are covered under macroeconomics. Thank you, one and all.